Guys, welcome back to another tier list. Welcome back to another video on the Bill Seaver channel. Happy Friday. I just got done filming the video for Let's Talk Sports. If you guys are interested in watching that, I'll put a link to the video in the description. There's the Sparkle quiz. Today we're going to be doing a tier list today. I thought it'd be pretty cool to do a tier list. I have a lot of fun doing these tier lists. I think you guys have a lot of fun, watching these tier lists. Today, this tier list is going to be different because it's not about, as you can see, it's not TV shows or movies or anything. It is going to be fast food. And for those of you who are wondering, yesterday I ended up watching I don't think anybody asked, but I'll probably do a review on the new Bad Guys movie that came out last year that DreamWorks did. I just watched it for the first time on Netflix yesterday. I'll admit, it wasn't what I thought it would be. Like, it was okay, but I don't know. I'll talk about the movie in another video. But today we're going to talk about fast food. So this is probably one of the more popular tier lists ever done. Because I know, and trust me, I'm one of those people. I'm pretty big when it comes to fast food. I'll admit, some of the stuff on here I actually haven't had. I've had some of the stuff on here, but not all of it. I try to find a pretty decent one. But yeah, it looks like this is one that I've had some of the stuff from. So we're gonna go through the tiers real quick. We have the never had. So a lot of these, this tier is gonna come in really handy today. We have the trash restaurants. We have not my favorite, mid, above average, and we've got elite. Of course, we need, because it's elite. Actually, I'm going to put that in solid. Okay, so starting off with A&W. I haven't had A&W in a long time. I know a lot of people. I will admit, the root beer that's actually from the restaurant is actually really good. Where do I put it, though? I'll say it's solid. I haven't had it in a while, so I can't really judge it. We actually have one. An A&W restaurant that's not too far from where I live. But yeah, it's pretty decent. I haven't had it in a while, so I guess we'll move on to Arby's. Not my favorite, though. I do like their beef cheddar sandwiches. I like some of their sandwiches. I know a lot of people don't really care much for Arby's, just because whenever you go in the store or you go into the restaurant, the restaurant always looks half dead. Employees don't really look like they enjoy working there. And it's just, and the thing too is, like, you can go to a grocery store, you can make whatever Arby's has, you can make that at home, and it will probably taste, a lot better. But Arby's, it's not my favorite. I don't think it's garbage. I think Arby's, though, gets a bad rap, kind of like Burger King, but we'll get into Burger King here. Well, I guess we'll have to go get to Burger King because I haven't had Baja Fresh. I don't know what Blimpies is. I've had Bojangles once, and it was okay. Boston Market, I've seen a few of these where I live, but I never went there. Okay, so now we can actually get to Burger King. Kind of like Arby's, not my favorite. Again, Arby's and Burger King, like, they get a bad reputation in the fast food community. Like, it seems like, just in general, it's like it's starting to be like a bandwagon hatred for, like, Arby's and Burger King. Now, I'm not saying these I'm not saying Arby's and Burger King are like the best thing ever. Like, keep in mind it's fast food. Um, and if I was praising them enough, I would put them in, in a higher tier, but I'm not. Um, but Burger King's very hit or miss. It really depends too on what location you go to, because and then kind of the same thing with Arby's, but they're not my favorite. But I'll get Arby's or Burger King whenever I feel like it. Raising Cane's. So I lived in Texas for a few years, so there's a bunch of Texas restaurants that are in here. Like Whataburger's on here, Zaxby's is on here. We had In-N-Out in Texas. I'll admit In-N-Out wasn't that great. Actually, I need to put a new tier in here somewhere. Below. Yeah, I'm gonna add a new tier. I'm sorry. I forgot to put the overrated tier on here. If I'm spelling overrated wrong. I think it's 2 R's, isn't it? Yeah, it's 2 R's. And we're going to make this a new color. Let's do purple. We haven't done purple. There we go. Yeah, I have to put a new tier on here. Raising Cane's, it's very overrated. It was just not as good. It was not as good as a lot of people said it was. All it is really is just chicken strips and fries, which you can get anywhere else. The only reason why people love Raising Cane's so much is because of their tea. Like their sweet tea is really good. But that's really it. Like I know people that will go to Cane's just to get their tea. Just to get their tea. And their tea's not even that great. I don't like tea. But Raising Cane's, I think it's not horrible, but very overrated. Next up, we got Carl's Jr. or Hardee's. It's garbage. Checkers. I don't think I've ever had Checkers. I've had like their frozen dinners or whatever. Their TV dinners. They're okay. Their fries are pretty good, but Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna get some hatred. I made this tier just for these two restaurants. Because Chick-fil-A, all it is, it's just chicken. I don't understand the hype around Chick-fil-A. I'm sorry, it's just chicken. This is coming from somebody who enjoys chicken. But I don't know. The waffle fries, if anything, is good. It could be an elite, but it's not going to be an elite because it's closed on Sundays. So yeah, I don't know. Chipotle, another overrated restaurant. Don't understand the hype around Chipotle either. Church's Chicken, I had this in Texas. It was okay. It's not the best, not the worst. Cookout, I have not had this. Okay, so I've had Culver's once, and let me tell you, it was awesome. The first time I had it, it was awesome. Like I had this, I think I was on spring break with my buddies. We went to Culver's. They took me to Culver's for the first time, and I will admit, it was awesome. Like it was actually probably it was really good. I won't put it in elite just because I've only had it once, but it's pretty good. Anytime I have I hear Culver's is like the bomb. Only problem is like their food for some people is like super greasy, and I know, and they're a little pricey. Let me know in the comments below, what should I get at Culver's? Again, I had their chicken strips the first time, and their chicken strips are pretty decent. Del Taco, I have not had it. Denny's, I have had this. It's not overrated, that's for sure. I'll say it's solid. Denny's, there's nothing wrong with breakfast food. It's just it's solid. Domino's is garbage. Worst pizza of all time. Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen's elite. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if it's like a Midwestern thing. But Dairy Queen is amazing. Their food, again, kind of like Arby's and Burger King, like they get so much hate. I don't understand it. Like their chicken strips are the bomb. Their sandwiches are good. Obviously, their ice cream is what makes them elite. Oh man, there's nothing. Oh man, if you're telling me that an Oreo Blizzard does not hit the spot, it hits the spot every time. And then they also got like the great AV that you can dip your fries in too. It's delicious. Moving on, we've got Polo Loco. I just want to check real quick. Is Freddy's on here? Freddy's is not on here? Wow. How dare they? They didn't put Freddy's on here? Freddy's is so elite. It's kind of like Culver's in a way. But I think it's better than Culver's. Firehouse Subs. It's okay. It's I'll put it in above average. Five Guys overrated. IHOP's elite. I think I prefer IHOP over Denny's. I'm a big pancake guy. That's why, and I think IHOP has good pancakes. In-N-Out Burger, garbage. Had it once, did not enjoy my experience. Jack in the Box, this is kind of like Burger King. Where do I put it though? So Jack in the Box, like it's one of those restaurants that has like they have pretty much everything. Like they have breakfast, they have like they try to compete with like Burger King, they try to be like McDonald's. They even had tacos for a while. Didn't Burger King sell tacos for a while too? I'm sorry, but a burger joint selling tacos, I mean, come on now. But Jack in the Box, it wasn't my favorite. I had it in Texas before. Very hit or miss most of the time. Next up we have one of my favorite. We'll do Jimmy John's first. Jimmy John's is okay. But this is my favorite sandwich place, Jersey Mike's. Super elite. It's elite. What is there to not like about Jersey Mike's? It's so good. Jersey Mike's, just delicious subs. I'll look up their stuff. Jersey Mike's subs. Let's look at some of their subs. I mean, look at the stuff. I mean, we have to. They're cold subs. Amazing. Look at that. Look at that man. Look, Danny DeVito looks so happy. Look at that employee. He looks so happy. Those sandwiches are so big. They got big. You gotta take big bites, and also you got a beverage to wash it down. You know, if these sandwiches don't say elite, I don't know what does. Jersey Mike's, it's awesome. I don't know what this is. KFC, not my favorite. Never really been a big KFC guy. The bowls that they had, where it was like chicken, corn, mashed potatoes, gravy, those we used to get those all the time. They were pretty good. Okay, next up we got Little Caesars. Also Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme, Starbucks are not on here. That's okay. Starbucks is mainly known for like their drinks. So, but anyway, Little Caesars. When I lived in Texas, Little Caesars for the longest time was my go-to pizza chain. Like, obviously there's nothing that hits a spot than a $5 pizza. So if you asked me when I was like 12, 13, I'd say Little Caesars was elite. However, it's not elite anymore. It's solid. It's not my favorite pizza chain. It's definitely gone downhill. I think it's better than Domino's, that's for sure, but Little Caesars it's not the same anymore. Long John Silver's, this was I'll put that in trash. Come on now. I mean, who goes with fast food fish, really? That's the reason why the Filet-O-Fish from McDonald's gets a bad reputation. Speaking of McDonald's, probably one of my favorite places, but I don't want to put it in elite just because, it's McDonald's, but I'll put it in above average. Always enjoyed McDonald's. Their breakfast is my favorite. They have great breakfast. They have great chicken sandwiches. Chicken nuggets always hit the spot. Their fries are always great. Their Coke is really good. Their McDonald's Sprite's really good too. This is coming from someone who doesn't really like Sprite, but McDonald's Sprite's really good. Moe's, I've not had Moe's. Noodles and Company. Noodles and Company's late. That place is really good. Panda Express. I'm a big Chinese food guy. However, I'm not really the biggest fan of Panda Express's Chinese food. I don't know, just because I'm used to having, like, I've had like authentic Chinese food before. I had Panda Express, so maybe that's what it is. But whatever. Panera, never had Panera. Let's see. Panera's kind of like Starbucks in a way, isn't it? I don't know. Papa John's. This is one of my favorite pizza places. It's elite. I don't know what it is. Papa John's pizza's always hit the spot. PDQ. Never had it. Penn Station. I've only had it once. It was solid. Pizza Hut used to be one of my favorite places. But let's see. I'll say it's okay. Popeyes, it's okay. I think it's better than KFC. Portillo's is elite. First time I had this, it was after a track meet. So they have like hot dogs. They also have like the cake shakes. Oh man, that was they got like, they also have burgers. They've got fries are great, and they also have like the big cake shakes. I will admit that was probably one of the strangest moments of my life. It was an interesting experience. I'll admit. I used to help out with my high school track team, and we were coming home from a meet. We won the meet, and so we went to Portillo's. I got a cake shake. Best experience I've ever had. It was pretty good. I don't know what Potbelly's is. Sorry. Going back to places I'd never had. Never had this place. I've heard of Quiznos, but I've never had it. Roy Rogers, the singing cowboy. Yeah, we can just go through the ones that I have not had. Sheets. I've heard of Shake Shack. I think that's there we go. I think we'll go through. There's a few more places that I haven't had. I am so sorry. I'll probably, if you guys want me to do like another tier list in the future, please let me know. Okay, we took care of that problem. So I think I've had the rest of this stuff. Sonic. I think Sonic gets a bad rep. Their shakes are great. Their food, I've always enjoyed Sonic's food. I'll say they're average. Don't think they're elite, but yeah, they're solid. They're solid. I know what you're thinking of. Oh, if they're solid, why don't you put them in the solid tier? To me, I think they're. I don't know. I just don't know what I'm doing at this point. Steak and Shake. I live in Illinois. We have Steak and Shakes. They're amazing. Their shakes are great. Burgers are always great. Fries. They have like seasoning. Kind of like Freddy's. Steak and Shake's like Freddy's and Culver's in a way, but I think Steak and Shake's a little bit better. Next up, we've got Subway. Again, that kind of like Burger King and Arby's. They get way too much hate. Thing with Subway, they're not elite, but they've always had my back. Taco Bell, average. It's solid. Waffle House. Who doesn't love Waffle House? I mean, come on. Whenever I drive to go to on vacations, like Florida, go south, there's always at least one. Wow, you're gonna see a lot of Waffle Houses. Wendy's, not my favorite. Whataburger. I lived in Texas for a while, so I had this when I was in Texas. It was okay. Kind of like McDonald's in a way, but it was okay. Too bad a lot of people outside of Texas say that they hated it. White Castle's terrible. They Wiener Schnitzel on here. Awesome. We have a Wiener Schnitzel in Illinois, and they're not my favorite, but it's pretty cool to see Wiener Schnitzel on here. I've heard Wingstop is good. I'll put it in solid, or I'll put it in above average. And last but not least, we've got one of my favorite restaurants, Zaxby's. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit. No, just go back. We got Zaxby's. They are going to go into elite. I had Zaxby's for the first time when I was like 12, 13. And every time I've had it since, always hits the spot. So there we go. That's going to do for my fast food tier list. Again, I apologize. I haven't had most of the stuff that's on here. But let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 in elite. We've got 8 in above average, overrated, solid, not my favorite, trash, and then a bunch, and never had. So let me know in the comments. What's your favorite fast food restaurant? Are some of my favorite fast food restaurants your favorite fast food restaurants? Are some of the restaurants that I don't like some of the ones that you like? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.